Hello and welcome to the Fervent 4. Did you know that only 4% of businesses ever cross the annual $1 million revenue mark? Hello, I'm Zack Miller, author of Anomaly. With me today, my co-host Tim Ryan, lead man at StartWheel.org. Thank you so much for joining us. The Fervent 4 is a weekly show each and every Thursday at 11 a.m. dedicated to sharing insights into growing a world-class business no matter the climate. Today, we are delighted to welcome Erin Bonilla of Bonilla Pet Studios, which I don't think I've ever actually introduced someone just specifically like that. So that's why it kind of threw me off, because on my other screen right here, I'm like, and I remember seeing this before when I first met you, maybe two and a half years ago at a Marketers Anonymous at Waterside District or whatever that thing is called. And there's you guys did a picture of a pig. And it seems like that is the most amazing thing to use as one of your focal points to the website. I guess the first question I have for you is the pig the most unique animal that has been shot at the studio? And if
shot in the camera sense.
In the camp, well, that's what you say. You shoot it, right? I mean, you probably taking a picture of, and if that's not the most unique thing, what is the most unique thing that you have taken a picture of outside of the studio?
Well, thank you for having me, guys. And really, every fur baby is unique in their own way, Zach.
Well, of course, every fur baby owner. Yes, of course.
Yes, but exotic animals. A client did bring in 9 tarantulas one time, so that was very cool. Because have you ever seen
that once or individually?
Did I photo? Oh, and by the way, we say photograph. So we create portraits and we photograph clients in the studio. We never shoot anyone. We don't hang anything.
So did they sneak right in underneath the 10 tarantula maximum limit?
Yeah. So have you ever seen the photographs of the dogs from underneath? And if you even Google dogs from underneath, you can find them pretty easily. And they put the dogs on a plexiglass with a black background, and they're so cute because the dogs, they tilt their heads and their faces, you can see all the skin and their ears coming forward. And I thought it was neat, and I was thinking maybe I can do that with the tarantulas. So I put them on a piece of plexiglass, and we creatively, kept them in there in the space where they needed to be, and sent my camera up underneath them, and got tarantulas from underneath. Mm-hmm. So that was probably the most unusual thing that I can think of. But the pig, we've actually photographed 2 pigs. One is Oscar the pig, and he came in as a baby pig. And then his first year, I think it was our first time photographing him, we did a cake smash session with Oscar the pig. So that's Fuzzy Wuzzy.
That's pretty wild.
That's from the belly. Yeah. And that spider, her name is Sasha, and she is a desert blonde and a friendly tarantula, not aggressive. And none of them are too, well, some can be aggressive.
How do you tell the difference between a aggressive and non-aggressive tarantula?
Because the aggressive ones try to bite you.
Best question ever. I mean, we've been doing this show for so long, and that's the one right there.
Tarantulas have different ways that they will warn you. So there's different levels. The first thing that they do is they put their little front legs up in the air, and then they'll go raise up on their backs, and they're they show their fangs, and that's it's a warning that they're mad. And another thing that they do is they actually throw the hairs off of their butts, and then, it'll stick into your skin. So they do that first. I mean, you're big. They're not going to try to eat you, so they're going to, warn you. And if you get closer after all of that, then they will bite you.
So is this picture, a picture like this, is this photoshopped, or is this legit? You got all of them to look front?
Is it impressive either way? Is that?
No, I mean it's a fine answer. Like I would think that
it's one of the main things that we do is those composite images. That record is 14 whippets. If you find the 14 whippet portrait, but that's what we have to do for pets, because we're not going to get 3 cats and 2 dogs and 2 guinea pigs and 2 turtles all where we want them to be. And it's also more stressful for the clients and the pets if we try to do it that way.
I would think the turtle would be the hard one.
He was actually, though. He was. My husband had to play music for the turtle.
What type of music do turtles like?
Well, we tried using rock and roll and to try to get him to come out of his shell, but eventually the client just had to like.
I wanted to say no pun intended, but that this is the literal sense.
Yeah, we have quite a few interesting stories from the studio.
I'm a big fan of turtles, so that's exciting. But I don't own any turtles. Maybe I have. I don't know. Okay, so Tim loves to ask this question, but I'll ask it. And you kind of talked about it, but like, if we are in an elevator, what is the Bonilla Pet Studios elevator pitch? Not the one that you just won at Start Peninsula, but like the 15-20 second version.
All right. Well, it's in my memory bank, so I'll have to pull it out. But so it's that most pets are really difficult to photograph, even in traditional portrait studios. But because we specialize in working with pets, we're able to work with any pet. That way, our clients can be comforted by their memory and have joy brought to their lives by the finished art pieces for long into the future. It's an abbreviated version from what I can remember.
No, I think that's a super valid point in the sense of one of the things that stuck with me when you were doing the pitch at Start Peninsula is the fact that the quality of pictures that you take with your cell phone are it's just that. I mean, it's a candid snapshot of the picture of your animal. And then, from what Zack was just sharing, I mean, it's just clearly a different quality of picture. And people definitely,
what I found, Tim, is that, we don't compete with cell phones. It's quality is just one part of our brand. The quality of the portraits that we make, it's just one part, because what we actually offer to our clients is an experience and a service, and a cell phone can never replace that. And, the actual product that we create, of course, is very important, and the quality has to be great. And even the quality of the finished goods needs to be excellent as well. But our clients want to be treated very well. They want convenience. They want, to be greeted by name. So they want an amazing experience. And the service, you have images in your phone, but do you have an art piece on the wall that was created by a professional from a phone portrait or phone picture? And most of the time the answer is no. And sometimes, a lot of people, they love the images they have on their phones, and phones can take amazing portraits, and of course we have capabilities that phones don't have, as far as, combining multiple pets, and then our clients being in the portrait with their pets is something also difficult. But so we really don't compete with phones. And it's also it's really the feeling that is invoked by the portrait, and that is about who is in it and the feelings that you have for the person who is in the portrait, and not as much about the technical perfection of the image. So the experience we provide and the service we offer, combined with the feeling that our clients get from the portraits we create, is really what our business is. And that's why cell phones aren't really even comparable, even though they're both images.
Yes. However, at the same time, right, and not to get all technical and everything, but when you talked about it from a display perspective, from a broadcasting perspective, from an in-house perspective, like in their own home, cell phones don't pixel out the same way, if I think that's the right word, to get it. Mm-hmm. The same reason why, like, if you were to use your cell phone and then send that to ESPN for some video, it's stretched, right? So that camera that you're using, that Bonilla Pet Studios would use in a situation like this, would be able to get that resolution to be so much stronger as well. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people think about. And so, look, I'm sure I don't remember the pictures that I've seen at Tim's house on the walls or anything, but I'm sure the pictures there, maybe if they were small, they were taken on a cell phone, but they probably were taken with a nice camera and all that stuff. And so when you want that nice professional customer experience look.
I thought you were referring to Riley, our golden retriever, wearing his tuxedo.
I wasn't. I forgot about that. But that would be a perfect thing.
Are you stuck at your home office, socially distanced coffee shop, or your fancy all bricked out corner office, wondering why no one can see your business and sales are all over the place? Sounds like you need a pro. That's why I developed the Anomaly Academy. Insert clever copy here. Oh, I guess I was supposed to put something else there. Oops. You can grab access to the Anomaly Academy now at zackmillersays.com/Anomaly Academy.